What's up, guys? It's Paul Garcia, aka Groom D. This is gonna be my first video having to do with my first Santa Muerte experiences and what my altar had consisted of at the time. I did do a post about this to devotees of La Santa Muerte. Not 100% sure if that's what the group is called, but anyway, a lot of you guys are probably going to be coming from there because I had told you guys I was starting the channel. So I just want to start out with so my first experience was actually the first day that I had decided that I was going to pursue my path into Santa Muerte. So I had decided, it was a little later on during the day. It was about 7 o'clock. I had been researching and doing all this stuff for a few weeks, and so I had talked to my girlfriend about it, and we had agreed, we'll go look for a statue or something that I could actually put up of her. So that day, like I said, it was pretty late during the day, and being late during the day in Albuquerque, if it is late, everything closes by 10 o'clock. If it's something that's a small business, that is usually closed by about 6. So anyway, so I couldn't find anything. We had went multiple places looking for her, and we couldn't find anything. No candles, no nothing. So what I decided to do was to just get a prayer candle, and I was going to draw her picture on it. I don't know if you guys could see it back there. It'll be right above my finger right there. That is actually that one. That is actually the candle that I had drawn the Santa Muerte on. So anyway, I had just drawn the picture on it, and I had put it up, and that's all I had up there was that, and also another red candle, which is also still up there. I use those to light whenever I do, like any prayers or anything like that. I light them and then I'll extinguish them, because I usually do it before I go to work, and my girlfriend's usually asleep by that time. So anyway, so that night I had put it up, and I was already really tired. So I said, you know what, I put that up, I'm going to go ahead and fall asleep now. So I went ahead, I fell asleep, and I remember that night, going into REM sleep pretty freaking fast. For people that don't know, REM sleep is just rapid eye movement sleep. It's the sleep that you get most of your dreams in. And so I had went in really fast, and I remember my dream was very, very realistic right off the bat. I was in my house. I was actually sleeping. Me and my girlfriend were sleeping, and I kept hearing something in the house. So we live in a pretty sketchy neighborhood, so if I hear something, I usually get up. So in my dream, I had got up, and I went into the living room to see, perhaps what was going on, make sure nobody was in there. I looked around, I didn't see anything, but I did notice that in the corner of my living room, where it goes to our spare bedroom, there was a table. I don't know if you guys have probably seen them. They're round tables and the sides collapse for, like small apartments, stuff like that. It was one of those tables, and there was a Santa Muerte statue on it, but it wasn't just a regular statue. It looked kind of like the angels that you put on top of the trees, the ones statues, you know what I mean? The ones with like the Christmas lights in their hands and whatnot. So I saw it. I didn't think anything of it. I kind of blew it off like, okay, well, I had already been researching for a long time at that time, so it just really didn't stand out too much to me. I just, I probably in my mind was like, yeah, cool. So I went back and I laid down with my girlfriend in my dream. I started falling asleep and I could hear something moving in the living room again. This time it sounded like footsteps and people moving stuff. So that time I jumped up. I told my girlfriend, get up, let's go in there. Somebody is in the fucking house. And so we walk into the living room. All the lights are off, but the lights in the Santa Muerte statue's hand are going off like rapid strobe light flickering, just boom, 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 boom. I'm sorry for the quality of my phone shaking and stuff like that. I don't have anything else besides my phone to record on, so anyway, so it's flickering, and I remember being like, what the hell? The table was pushed up in front of the spare bedroom door, like it looked like somebody was like, kind of saying, yo, I'm here, like this is no fucking joke. I'm like, dude, I'm right here. So I remember looking at my girlfriend and being like she's here, she's definitely here. In my dream, I said, Santa Muerte, is that you? The light stopped. Completely just dead stopped. No flickering, no nothing, just dead dark. And then it started up again. Boom, 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 boom. So it's going off, and I remember telling my girlfriend, I'm like, fuck, is it okay that I'm freaking out right now? And my girlfriend had her phone in her hand. It went off, and we looked at it, and the whole screen was filled up. The screen was completely black, but it had big red letters that said no. So I was like, okay, I kind of found a little bit of solace in that, or for lack of a better word, I'm gonna use that. And I remember being like, holy shit. And then we heard something outside. My house is set up with a window on the side and a window in the front. And I looked out the side of the window and I saw a very tall, like, female. It was very tall. And, like, she was attractive. She was an attractive female, younger, but very tall, and she had this blue skin that was like almost indescribable. Like, if you've ever seen Avatar and seen the way they have those little dots on their skin that'll like light up or illuminate, it was like just like the little dots, not like the Avatar, like the little dots that were light blue but illuminating. She was bioluminescent almost, like she was just freaking glowing. And I looked outside and I told her she's outside. And so we're sitting there and we look outside and we see her running towards the front of the yard. So I see her go to the front window and I looked at my girlfriend and I said she wants to come in, open the door and let her in. So my girlfriend goes and opens the door. When she opens the door, this woman just kind of walks in. I remember her looking at me and feeling like I was frozen, and I remember being in a state of almost being semi-dreaming, awake, lucid almost, but sleep paralysis. But I remember she looked me dead in my eye, and I remember just freezing and not being able to move, and then just waking up. And I always thought that was kind of weird, I've always wanted to share that experience with people, which was why I shared it on that on the devotee group, just because I wanted to see people's thoughts on it before I actually posted it. But I thought it was really weird because I've watched a few videos on people talking about the relationship with Santa Muerte and how it took a while, for people to actually experience stuff along those lines. So I kind of felt like maybe my mind was playing tricks on me, especially because, I was brand new to it. It was my very, very first day. I didn't have a statue. I didn't have a candle. I didn't have no incense. Just nothing. I didn't have nothing. I had 2 freaking candles, one red, one white that I had drew her picture on, and that was it. And a lot of people ask, which, like I said, I'm still pretty new to this and stuff like that, so don't expect to make bank on a lot of stuff that I say. Maybe it's true to me or way I feel about, being with my lady back there. But, like, I just... Where was I going with that? I'm very new to this, but a lot of people ask if, oh, do I need certain things to work with the Santa Muerte? Do I need to have a statue? Do I need to have copal incense or anything along those lines? And I always tell them, anytime anybody asks that, I tell them, no, chale, fucking, really, you don't need anything. If you have the intentions, you could literally go and clear off a space, pull up a picture on your phone of the Santa Muerte, say one prayer, and she's gonna accept that. If your intentions are pure, if your heart, your mind, and are 100% into it, and you're not just calling on her because kind of want because you kind of want a Ouija board experience or something along those lines, dude, if your intentions are pure, she will work with you. You know what I mean? She wasn't she's here for the people that are poor. She's here for the people that are broke down, the people that are tired, the people that feel like they have no more hope. The same way, almost like St. Jude, but she doesn't want your average church going Catholics. I'm pretty sure she would, accept them just because that's who she is. She takes whoever, but she wants those people that are just, need her. And I say that wholeheartedly, truthfully, 100%. If you feel like something is drawing you to her, if you feel like, you want to start a relationship with the Santa Muerte and you're ready to put in the work, you're ready to, make sure that she's a part of your life, not just, a weekend thing. She's there every day. Every morning I wake up, I say good morning to her. Every night before I go to sleep, I say good night. I kiss her on her forehead, just like any other person, just like I would do my sister, just like I would do my mother, my grandmother. It's not just, it's not gonna be like having, a cross that you never dust off. You know what I mean? But anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and leave that for my first video of the Santa Muerte. I don't want to get too far into it because I do have a tendency to babble. If you guys will find that out later on, that a lot of the time I just talk so freaking much. A lot of people tell me, dude, shut the hell up. But anyway, I'm gonna leave that there. I'm gonna go ahead and do a couple more, just because I've been saying I'm gonna start this channel for a while, and I've been having some issues uploading. But I'm gonna make a few other videos to hold you guys over, and I'm gonna have two groups of videos. One's gonna be for my Santa Muerte stuff, you know, experiences that I've had, you know, just like cool stuff, you know, just like really just, I don't know, stuff that I find interesting about her and experiences and stuff like that. Maybe I'll get some stories from some other people. But I'm also going to be doing another set of videos, which I'm always going to title in the beginning. It's going to be called, excuse my French, Damn New Mexico, Scary as Fuck. But it's just going to be a bunch of ghost stories, paranormal stories, stories that of people experiencing witches, skinwalkers, and stuff like that. If you guys have seen Darkness Prevails, something along the lines of that. But it's all gonna be New Mexico. It's all gonna be like accounts from people. I have a few stories that I've been really interested in doing first. One was actually my friend's grandmother's story. I did ask him to ask his grandma if I could get some permission to do that one, and it's about a time that she had seen the devil in the casino. I haven't heard back from that, but I also got a few other stories that I could do just for now. But anyway, sorry I was babbling. Anyway, Paul Garcia, Grim D, you guys have a nice night, day, whatever you know it is, and I hope you guys like the channel. I hope you guys like hanging out with me, and if you do, hit subscribe, and some more videos coming, man. So we'll talk to you guys later. Peace.